Congratulations to the class of 2021. I want to commend all students graduating this year on their entire career in District 155. This past year stands out among the rest. It has brought unique challenges to our students, staff, and community. It has also taught us a valuable lesson on how to keep each other safe and how much quality education means to our students and families. I would like to thank all of our seniors for your hard work and perseverance throughout this year. You should be very proud of all you've been able to accomplish. I want to thank all of our District 155 parents for your patience, support, as we have worked to overcome obstacles during this global pandemic. Our work is not done. We are excited to look back at the graduates' accomplishments and celebrate together. The class of 2021 will always be remembered for the resilience and your ability to succeed in the face of adversity. We hope you will take those skills in your next chapter of your life. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
this part of the mic, so arrange it so you're speaking down into it, not into the side.
I'm scared.
You want me to stand by you?
No, you don't have to.
You good? You got it. Just read the script. Use your fingers.
Okay. Okay. When
Hold
do
a
I
second.
go?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Abby. Open it up. Get your mouth nice and close to the mic.
Good morning, and welcome to the 2021 commencement ceremony at Prairie Ridge High School. At this time, I would ask that you please rise for the singing of the national anthem, and after that, the Pledge of Allegiance. And now, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and again, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. At this time, please be seated.
Just like that, Abby Down. Nice job. Thank you very much. When you guys come to speak, you can take your mask down, okay? Okay, thank you. Nice job. Good start. Good morning. And welcome back. My name is Steve Cook. I'm the proud principal of Prairie Ridge High School. We're very happy to have you here with us today as we recognize the end of a 4-year journey and the start of a bright new chapter for the students gathered here. Of course, I think it's fair to say that we are all looking at this ceremony as a means to say goodbye to what has been a year of unprecedented challenges. However, if there's one thing we've all learned over the past 14 or so months, it's how to adapt and how to persevere. Despite an at times relentless series of obstacles that have impacted our lives at school and at home, we're all here today because we did overcome everything that the pandemic threw at us. And now it's time to celebrate the class of 2021 for their achievements. That wasn't even my speech. Abby Dahlem, who welcomed you on behalf of her class, is the daughter of Mark and Kim Dahlem. Abby's activities as a student at Prairie Ridge have included captain of the tennis team, president of Spanish National Honor Society, and student council. Her favorite memory here at Prairie Ridge is to have the opportunity to participate on the strategic planning committee and volunteering during free periods with our Strive program. This fall, Abby will attend Illinois Wesleyan University, where she earned a merit scholarship, and the Patrick Harper Scholarship, which is awarded to a student who lost a parent while in high school. Congratulations, Abby. I'm pleased to introduce the first student speaker for the class of 2021, Saif Kareem. Saif is the son of Aminal and Jibun Kareem. His activities at Prairie Ridge have included co-captain of math team, WISE, captain of speech team, Science Olympiad, Scholastic team, National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, varsity tennis, link crew, former board member of Med Club, former class officer, manager of girls varsity tennis team. He's a busy dude. Saif is a distinguished graduate, an AP scholar, and earned a full merit scholarship at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, though he will attend the University of Virginia to study business management. His favorite memory includes tearing it up every day in the library his sophomore year with his friends during commons and lunch. Congratulations, Saif. Podium's yours. You can take your mask off if you want. Make sure you're speaking directly into it.
Oh my gosh, how crazy has this past year been? I know you've heard that phrase a million times, but it's true. If someone were to ask me if a paradox were a year, I would say 2020, because somehow school was really easy and really hard at the same time. But hey, it's over now. We made it. Started from the Zoom, now we're here. And honestly, I could not be more grateful to be standing on this stage today. I could go through all the cliches of COVID, quarantine, senior year, clubs, football, social distancing, masks, but rather than complain about what could have been, I want to sincerely congratulate all of you, including myself, for not only making the best of a difficult situation, but for also taking the opportunities given to you to get to where you are today. Which reminds me, on behalf of the senior class at Prairie Ridge High School, I'd like to thank all the people who not only make this school great, but made this year possible. Thank you to the administration that worked tirelessly to have all students attend school safely and responsibly. Thank you to the teachers and faculty, Mrs. Hartnett, Mr. Zier, Wads, Mr. Berger, Mrs. Grote, Mrs. Buck, Mr. Smith, and the rest of the teacher and faculty who continue to provide us an excellent education by any means possible. Thank you to the parents for supporting us through 12 years of education and the craziness that was online learning. So let's give a big round of applause for our parents, our teachers, our faculty, and our administration. We could not be here without the incredible level of understanding and help we receive from all of you. So the class of 2021, thanks you all. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Saif, or as Mr. Peterson likes to say, Safe. 4 years ago, we were told that high school would end in a flash, not a Zoom. And yet, looking back on it, it's quite nostalgic to think back to the crowded stuffy assemblies, the false fire alarm drill that left us in the rain, arguing with Dr. Cook about snow days, or having to walk through a hallway while a group of 10 freshmen awkwardly stood next to one another. Being here at Prairie Ridge was about more than just singing Sweet Caroline together while choking on baby powder. It was about the relationships and connections we built. As Michael Scott put it perfectly, I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do. 14 months ago, we were thrown into online learning for what felt like an eternity. Coming back to school and socializing with people actually felt weird. And yet, despite all the challenges of this year, with constantly adapting and learning how to plan for our future, whether it's college, trade school, or the workforce, the ability to succeed has been proven by your presence here today. We've learned to never take anything for granted. And with that in mind, always, always remember that the opportunity to achieve greatness is within our grasp. Though we will continue to face failure and mistakes, it is through your relationship and treatment of others that you can truly make a difference. Now, I know everyone is just waiting for the host to end the meeting, but if I can leave you with anything to remember today, it is that our legacy to this school is not money, status, or fame. It is who you are as a person. So leave everyone you meet with a little more joy and optimism. To the class of 2021, it has been an amazing 4 years with you, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the very, very best. I'm out.
Thank you, Save. Congrats on your graduation. This time, I'll introduce our next student speaker for the class of 2021, Sajiv Shah. Sajiv is the son of Amit and Kushali Shah. Sajiv's activities at Prairie Ridge have included National Honor Society, football, Boy Scouts, German National Honor Society and German Club, math team, academic challenge, and captain of the Scholastic Bowl team. Sajiv is a National AP Scholar, an Illinois State Scholar, and a National Merit Scholar winner. His favorite memory is a Kahoot victory during World Language Week, which earned his team t-shirts and bragging rights. Next fall, Sajiv will attend the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, majoring in economics. Sajiv, the podium's yours.
Wow, what an honor to be up here after all we've been through. Without a doubt, we are the most resilient class in Prairie Ridge's history. We lost much of the last year, but here we are, together once again, and ready to move boldly forward. Our resilience is a testament to the strength of our characters, a testament to the depth of the relationships us students have formed over the last 4 years, and, of course, a testament to the unwavering support of our teachers and families. This resilience that has guided us safely to the end of a chaotic senior year, marred by the constant upheaval of COVID, will surely allow us to face and overcome any challenge we may encounter as we begin our journey into adulthood. If we could handle, and we did, what began as a 2-week spring break and mutated into a dizzying yo-yo between block and hybrid, red and blue, remote and in-person, synchronous and asynchronous, I don't think a single one of us won't be able to handle college midterms or a bad date or an awkward interview or a cranky boss or whatever other relatively trivial problem life will try to throw at us. I think that's enough about COVID, though, because as inescapable as it's been the last year, I don't think it can singularly define our high school experience. After all, we're the class that won a football state championship our freshman year and went to another a couple of years later. We looked right into the sun with our naked eyes during the solar eclipse. And do you remember that day last year where the fire alarm kept going off and sending us out into the rain? And it happened again this year, too. I guess some things really don't change. What about all the state parades and pep rallies? We've had lots of fun, shared plenty of inside jokes, made many friends, and nothing will ever change that. The memories we have made over all 4 of the last years are worth treasuring for a lifetime. And we have more than 4 years of memories to cherish, really, in 2 ways. For one thing, many of us have spent our entire lives with some of the people sitting around us. Maybe 9 whole years together at Prairie Grove, or years going from North or Hussman or elsewhere to Hannah, and finally ending up together here. We will also have more than 4 years of memories together, because this isn't the end. We'll be with our friends this summer, and even when we come back to good old Crystal Lake in the future. Some of us are going to college together, and many of us, at least I sincerely hope, will stay in contact regardless in the years to come. You know, 4 unbelievably short years ago, when we were the big hotshot 8th graders graduating middle school, I don't think any of us could have predicted where we are today. I mean, sure, we could have pretty easily guessed that the Prairie Ridge class of 2021 would form a close and supportive community. But could we have imagined just how strong the bonds of this community, or rather this wolf pack, would be? We might have consciously known we'd be 17 or 18, but could we have grasped the gravity of the fact that we're adults now, taking on grown-up challenges? We might have foreseen that we'd be graduating high school, but could we have ever known about the really, truly great things we have waiting for us on the other side of this ceremony? And no, I'm not just talking about prom. Simply put, we've done everything those little naive 8th graders we were just 4 years ago could have ever dreamed of, and more. And 4 more years from now, whether you're graduating college or working a job, I know that each and every single one of us will again have done everything we can dream of and more. Congratulations, class of 2021. Go forth and conquer. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajeev. Our next student speaker will be Talia Tiskus. Talia is the daughter of Renata and Stefan Tiskus. Talia's activities at Prairie Ridge have included news team, speech team, lit magazine, and choir. Talia is an AP scholar, and her article on fine arts got reprinted in the Voxititis blog. Her favorite memories are all of the moments with her friends who can make her laugh until her sides hurt. Next fall, Talia plans to take a gap year before returning to college somewhere overseas to major in English literature. You'll have to know where you end up there, Talia. Congratulations. Podium is yours. Come on up.
Thank you. Class of 2021, I've been waiting for you. It's your future, here to see you through. I know the malignant melancholy of monotony has kept you from granting me that carefree colloquy that's usually reserved for the stockpile of youth. But I've come to understand that it's all been spent on the truth. It's left you weary, worn, and worried, but it's also made you willful, wise, and worthy. I know that 4 years seemed like an eternity, and now that you are posterity, the sands have slipped through your fingers faster than years past. But don't look so downcast. You've held on steadfast. You're stronger than others might first think, bleeding on to the pages of history like deliberately spilled ink. So reach out and grasp it, this future you've earned. Let this court of stagnant salvation be adjourned. You've learned and you've yearned, allowed your life to be overturned. Now stand up for what you want to be true. Allow yourself to be swallowed in amorphous tides of blue. Let me reinvent you. I know that you're scared, and that's okay, because the world is a perfect picture of disarray. All I ask is that you welcome that sting of fear. Don't swallow it. Let it fill up your chest. Give it rest in the pit of your stomach. You see, fear is like a compass. It guides you away from the numbness and into the toughness, because we quiver before everything we deem worthwhile, in a marvelous mix of fear and hope that tastes suspiciously like bile. You're ready, I promise. I'm being completely honest when I tell you that though this chapter has ended, the next one will be splendid, brimming with climaxes to be reached and boundaries to be breached. Infinity can be stifling, full up with these things that ensnare you and pull at your strings, but don't let the pressure of forevermore render you subdued. Breathe and be imbued with the labor-laden love that paved the way for you to be seen, your mentors, your parents, and your everything in betweens. You might not be classmates from here on out, but I know one thing beyond a shadow of a doubt. You're woven into each other's tapestries, made up of the same fibers of the person next to you. And that's something no amount of time will ever be able to undo. So good luck. Make this life your own. Cast it up to the stars and make its brilliance known, and the luster of every constellation that stands alone. So go on, get, and never submit to a life that you see unfit.
Thank you, Talia. Okay, at this time, I'll introduce our next student speaker for the class of 2021, Sierra Weber. Sierra is the daughter of Heather and Robert Weber. Sierra's activities at Prairie Ridge have included dance team and French National Honor Society, and her favorite memory is attending home football games and getting to come together as a school for those events. Next fall, Sierra will attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities as an English major. Congratulations, Sierra. Podium is yours.
Good afternoon to the class of 2021 and to all of the family, friends, teachers, and faculty joining us. Today marks the end of our time in the school, but it also marks the beginning of our futures. Today is a moment in which we are able to hold on to the people around us and commemorate an incredible 4 years. Because that's what life is, moments, just like this one. We all have specific moments that define who we are and how we choose to live. As you move forward, I encourage you to keep holding on to these moments before they're gone. I encourage you to spend your lives searching for the moments that fill you with joy. Today we will all set out on different paths. No matter where yours takes you, keep holding on to these moments before they're gone. There will always be a lot of unknowns ahead of us, constant forces pushing at us from all directions. We have gone our whole lives, including our 4 years here, facing these and overcoming them. There's always going to be many more unknowns ahead of us, and I think that's a wonderful thing. Life has meaning because it is uncontrollable. The unknowns are what drive us to push forward. Your lifetime will be made up of a constant journey of chasing the unknown, and all of the joyful times that occur in between will become your vibrant, unforgettable moments. Mr. Wadlington has a painting on his classroom wall of Aristotle's quote, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." I have looked at this many times throughout this school year, and I believe that it is one of the best messages I could leave you with today. As I look at all of you, I believe that each one of us has the potential to continue on and do great things. Aristotle believed that as long as we strive for excellence, no matter how big or small, we become used to it. Striving for excellence becomes the only way of doing things. Now, I'm no groundbreaking philosopher, but I believe that this applies beyond just excellence. When we strive for happiness or success or change, it becomes our way. Strive for the moments in which you can create happiness for yourself and those around you. Strive for the moments in which you can cultivate your own version of success. Strive for the moments where change blossoms. We cannot simply have life happen to us. We have to go out and find it for ourselves. Life does not come without trials, without downfalls. We will all face challenges. Failure, disappointment, they're inevitable. But our reactions to them are what dictate our futures. We are all capable of picking ourselves back up and moving forward. I have seen many of you do it. This year has not been easy and it has not been normal, but it has shown us that adversity is not insurmountable. We just need a little hope. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to stand before you today, to thank all of the family, friends, teachers, and faculty that have provided us with support and encouragement these past 4 years. I'm grateful to be graduating amongst a class of incredible peers. I wish you all luck in your future endeavors. No matter what life throws at you, maintain hope and seek out your moments. Thank you.
Thank you, Sierra. Okay, we have one more student speaker before we start getting to our diplomas. So I'm pleased to introduce the next student speaker, Bella Carlino. Bella is the daughter of Ingrid and Doug Carlino. Her activities at Prairie Ridge have included Madrigal Choir, musicals, National Honor Society, National Thespian Society. Bella auditioned into the All-State Honors Choir and is also a 2022, I mess that up every time I went through this part of the speech, Illinois State Scholar. Her favorite memory is feeling the standing of the PR stage before the lights come up in the musicals. This fall, Bella will attend Boston University. Congratulations, Bella. The podium is yours.
Welcome and congratulations to the soon-to-be graduates of Prairie Ridge High School. I hope all of you have big plans tonight, whether it's a backyard barbecue with mom and dad, some ice cream, or even just hanging out with a couple of close friends. If you know Bella Carlino intimately, you'll know that I'll probably making a trip to Chen's Chinese cuisine. And honestly, sweet and sour is the definition of our high school experience this year. If I can be completely candid, I think the most important thing Prairie Ridge has taught me is a whole lot about tears. When COVID hit, we all realized we'd probably never have a prom. We never get to have a live audience for the musical or adoring fans in the stadium of almost any sporting event. And the list goes on and on and on. These losses stung, and while some were my own, I know they likely reminded each of you of experiences you've lost during this strange COVID year. However, sad tears were not the only hallmark of my high school years. My family was wet-faced after I finally got into a dream school. Just recently, a silent, proud tear slid down my cheek as I watched myself in my senior year musical production on a projector screen in the auditorium. Not exactly the way we'd pictured it, but special nonetheless. And we've all had some wins together, too. Attending athletic games or clubs, or returning to in-person school if we chose to, are just a few. Our tears, heartbroken and joyful. Our tears, resentful and carefree. Our tears, indignant and content. Our tears and the experiences in these familiar hallways that have caused them, as cliche as it may seem to say, have molded us into the mature, confident, and proud soon-to-be graduates here today. Today, and every day that follows it, I challenge you to continue to push yourselves, just as the experiences have for the past 4 years. Some of us now feel adequately prepared to hop on planes and move to faraway cities, while others may choose to stay local. No matter our paths, we are prepared, and we have PRHS to thank for that. Once again, congrats, class of 2021. Who's ready to celebrate with some Chinese?
All right, it's with great pleasure that I introduce our last speaker before diplomas, who is Mrs. Nicole Pavoris. Mrs. Pavoris has been a member of the District 155 Board of Education since 2017, and we appreciate her leadership in that role as our board has helped to make the district the symbol of excellence that it is today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Nicole Pavoris.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the D155 Board of Education, congratulations, class of 2021. You have made it. And what a crazy ride it has been, right? Oprah Winfrey once said, "Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand." That statement can pretty much sum up this past school year, don't you think? Some of these gifts that you have received were at least 4 different versions of a class schedule, problems with Wi-Fi, awkward moments on Zoom when your mic was unmuted, and of course, limited school sporting events, activities, and celebrations, just to name a few. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you here today on how well you weathered these challenges. Thank you, graduates, for putting in all of the hard work to get to this day. Thank you, PR teachers, for your dedication and perseverance this year to ensure your students successfully arrived here today. And thank you, parents and grandparents, for all of the love and support you have given your students over the many years of school, but most especially during this last year and a half, so they could reach this milestone. By overcoming all of this year's challenges, you have found that new way to stand Oprah was talking about. The strength and courage you demonstrated this past school year will serve you well as you embark on your journey after PR and will allow you to make it through whatever life throws at you in the future. Congratulations again, class of 2021 graduates, and continue to stand strong always.
Thank you, Mrs. Pavoris. All right, time to recognize a couple of groups here. First, I'd like to recognize this group of teachers, or the group of people here today, I just gave it away who it is, who put their heart and soul into Prairie Ridge High School every day, this year more than ever before. It's been my honor and privilege to work alongside these professionals. They're our teachers. Will the members of the faculty here today please rise and be recognized? I don't think they're here now, but there are 2 individuals among our faculty who deserve extra recognition, and we'll call them the faculty graduating class of 2021, as they are about to begin a new chapter of their lives, retirement. These individuals include Laura Harrison and Mike Marchuka. Each of these professionals has shown great dedication to our students and their education, and touched thousands of lives over their careers. I wish them all the best in their next phase of life. Prairie Ridge will miss them. Okay, at this time, we are about to begin the distribution of the diplomas. I'd like to ask the members of the graduating class and members of the audience to remember the importance of this moment. There are many individuals from many families that are here today to watch and hear someone special be recognized. Simply asking that we all be respectful during the distribution so that all graduates' names can be heard and each family can witness their graduate receiving their diploma. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a group of seniors who deserve special mention this morning, our distinguished graduates. These seniors earn this honor by fully investing themselves in everything Prairie Ridge has to offer, attaining standards not just in academics, but also in multiple extracurricular activities, community service, citizenship, and other categories. There are more than 70 of these graduates here today, and together they logged over 2,000 hours of community service and were involved in 700 combined extracurricular activities with over 450 semesters of capstone coursework. They definitely experienced a well-rounded high school experience. You can recognize them today by the white tassels they wear as a symbol of this achievement. Please join me in a round of applause for these students. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize and celebrate one more group of our seniors who have chosen a post-secondary path of particular honor, those who will move on to serve in one of our nation's armed forces. You can recognize them today by the red, white, and blue cords they wear as a symbol of their future plans. Will any students who serve in the military please stand at this time and be recognized? Okay, now will the entire graduating class of 2021 please rise? Members of the Board of Education, I certify that those standing before you have completed all graduation requirements as established by the board and have earned a Community High School District 155 diploma. This year, faculty members Darren Desensky, Shelley Hartnett, Mary Kate Keeney, and Eric Siring will read the names of our graduates. Looks like our readers are ready. All rows except row 1 can be seated. Row 1, stay standing. Will the Board of Education please present the diplomas? Is that mic good?
Jeremy Abrams. Marie Adkins. Nicole Allen. David Antos. Brennan Bakke. Ty Baker. Andrea Barker. James Barnhart. John Barnhart. Jacob Barron St. Pierre. Vin Bartucci. Samuel Baser. Jessica Batt. Diego Bauer. Ariana Bicchetti. Max Beck. Joel Berndt. Annalise Berry. Kiefer Besterfeld. George Bischke. Patrick Bombala. Annabelle Barato. Emily Brame. Owen Brock. Autumn Brown. Rachel Brown. Malia Butler. Bram Byer. Bella Carlino. Zachary Clark. Amanda Cole. Cora Collins. Christian Katsiopoulos. Tyler Crawford. Renee Crawley. Isabella Crimaldi. Abigail Dahlem. Neotia Davis. Erica Deegan. Tyler DeFort. Betsy DeManos. Paige DeChico. James Dingle. Chelsea Dittmer.
Claire Emery. Amaya Enriquez. Tom Evans. Carter Evans. Nathan Favia. Connor Fiesel. Skylar Foyt. Madeline Flint. Allison Fortman. Liliana Franklin. Logan Frederick. Jacob Freeman. Chelsea Gale. Mara Garbanzos. Hey. Patrick Gartner. Paloma Gasparov. Abby Gauthier. Eric Gibson. Mary Giffen. Alejandro Gyron. Caroline Galt. Alex Gordon. Abby Grant. Brianna Grant. Ryan Gregorio. Ryan Hansen. Bailey Hart. Abigail Harris. Alexandra Harris. Katie Harth. Margaret Hartnett. Trevor Heavey. Samantha Hemstreet. Haley Hinkmeyer. Bowden Hollinsby. Colton Howell. I guess I was going too fast. Nicole Ivorone. Charles Inyon. Anna Jacoby. Trinity Janice. Nathan Jankowski. Alex Jansen. Zachary Jensen. Cade Johnson. Samantha Johnson. Olivia Yost. Cole Justison. Dane Justison. Saif Kareem. Brooke Carlblum. Sam Kaufman. Emma Kay. Lucas Kim. Lucille Klimkowski. Tori Kimmick. Molly Knoll. Natasha Comer. Yeah. William Comar. Nathaniel Coteras. Christopher Kuzius. Mackenzie Crystal. Haley Kuhn. Luca Listi. Jillian Yanez. Morgan McGlente. Nicholas Macher.
Marco Mancini. Angela Mano. Sierra Mari. Grace Marino. Jacob Mars. Gabriel Martinez. Marco Massert. Samantha May. Logan McCune. Alex Malone. Kaylin Mitchell. Alana Maki. Tommy Musianti. Sydney Monk. Skylar Nastalibo. If I could read, that'd be cool. Jack Newport. Sarah Neiman. Ashley Neeson. Patrick Nordstrom. Maddie O'Brien. Aiden Ohanian. Ben O'Keefe. Fiona Olson. Ashley Palmquist. Taylor Perrokelly. Jonathan Pasco. Pasquale Passaro. Thank you. Vidi Patel. Ryan Pearson. Hunter Pearson. Emma Polyp. Jessica Poley. Callista Pollock. Christine Ponga. Matt Porter. William Powell. Keaton Probsting. Morgan Quinn. Jack Reggioni. Andrew Renteria. Carson Riley. Nina Rishardi. Kevin Riedel. Eiley Riemenschneider. Grace Rogers. I'll get it. Rosalie Rojeski. Tristan Romine. Lauren Roos. Molly Ruskowski.
Trinity Sanchez. Amber Sapp. Morgan Sapp. Isabella Sassin. Matthew Savis. Emma Seville. Joseph Schmidt. Brittany Chaboneau. Sajeev Shah. Nicholas Sittner. Haley Struthers. Parker Swanson. Jack Stone. Joya Solomeyer. Jacquelina Thrasher. Talia Tiskus. I think I can. Congratulations. Ian Toby. I don't know. It's going to be hard. Delaney Todd. Jordan Tress. Tegan Trost. Connor Trisnadel. Taya Tuggle. Marley Underwood. Jonathan Vasey. Spencer Vernon. Julia Vosberg. Levi Wagner. Carter Wallner. Good to see you. Julio Walton. Haley Wazalewski. Sierra Weber. Edward Winkleman. Kimberly Winokur. Luke Wolf. Faith Yank. It's a hard one. Joshua Zakoyan. Aiden Zimmer.
All right. As we get ready to send the class of 2021 into their future, I'd like to introduce our final speaker to bid us farewell, Tyler Crawford. Tyler is the son of Juliet Renee and Scott Crawford. Tyler's activities while at Prairie Ridge include football, lacrosse, a cappella, madrigals, honors all-state choir, winter musical, and intramural basketball. Tyler has earned merit scholarships, alumni scholarships, and the Jennings Award. His favorite memory is beating Carey 42-7 in his junior year of football season. Next year, Tyler will attend Illinois Wesleyan University to major in political science. Tyler, the podium is yours.
Hello and good afternoon to the class of 2021, family members, staff, and faculty. Now, I know that graduation ceremonies aren't known to be the most captivating of events, but I pray that I can summon enough eloquence for you to lend an ear for my allotted couple of minutes. And then you can go back to picking your nose or cloud watching or whatever you choose to bring your attention to. Now, first and foremost, I would like to commend the class of 2021 for enduring the crucible, which is the coronavirus. Each and every one of you faced your own hardships as this grueling year went on, and praise needs to be given to you as you kept fighting in the midst of this chaotic ordeal. Even more impressive than surviving the current pandemic, you survived high school. You did it. You graduated with all the added ups and downs, all the virus-ended opportunities. You still managed to cross the finish line. It hasn't exactly been a breeze this past year, to say the least. And in a time like this, it is so easy to focus on the bad when it's surrounding you. Waking up in high spirits in a pandemic is harder than waking up in a bad mood. It's not deliberate pessimism, but it has been so simple to just check out and say, today is not my day, every day since March 13th, 2020. Which brings me to my point at hand. We have lost a lot this year. Every one of us, not just the class of 2021. A lot of canceled events, a lot of missed opportunities, and negativity has become normalized as the whole world has kept its attention to the things taken from it. But loss can be an excellent teacher if you allow it to be. Loss can teach you gratitude. Loss can teach you humility. Loss can teach you determination, adaptability, and self-reliance. Loss can be the greatest teacher of all because it can teach you to turn negative outlooks into positive mindsets. But do you see in my listings that I use the word can a lot? It's not a guarantee. It's a choice. Oftentimes, loss isn't turned into a positive because more times than not, when something is taken away from a person, they get into a habit of wishful thinking. They are consumed with thoughts of things no longer with them, so that the entirety of their cognition is focused on the all things that have parted. This year, wishful thinking has been rampant, causing people to make fake scenarios in their heads of what could have happened if COVID wasn't real. Obviously, it's not wrong to be disappointed in the opportunities eaten up by the pandemic. But my challenge for each of you is to turn the effects of COVID-19 into something positive. Instead of looking to all that is lost, have gratitude for all the things that you still have. Because if you fight for the silver lining, if you fight to grow from the losses of a global pandemic, you can improve in any situation. It will make the hard times easier, and it will make the good times that much sweeter. Choose to learn. When you are tempted to wallow in what could have been, elect to ameliorate and grow. The truth is, for most, this pandemic won't be the hardest thing you come across in life. So use every experience as a learning experience so that you can ready yourself for your toughest moment. I hope that you take on this challenge and heed the words that I said as we all go on from the halls of this great school and on to the next chapter of our lives. Thank you, and congratulations again to the class of 2021. And now, a final word from Dr. Cook.
Thank you, Tyler. Finally, to all those assembled here today, I proudly present the class of 2021. Graduates, will you please stand one last time as a group? We're about to toss the caps. Get your tassels off if you want to keep them, guys, like we talked about. Audience and graduates, a reminder that after your caps are thrown, you'll have a moment to retrieve those caps before we head back into the school where your diplomas await. There won't be any pictures or gathering on the field right after the ceremony today. Congratulations to the graduates, to the faculty, the staff, the administration, and the school board, and most of all, to the families of these young men and women on your achievement here today of a D155 diploma. Graduates, you ready with those caps? 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll begin our recessional.